Hey spooks, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can achieve this decaying mummy makeup, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, so to get started, I'm going to be taking this gauze I got from my local grocery store and just wrapping it around my head just so I can kind of map out where I'm going to want to put my makeup. Being that this gauze is going to be covering up most of my head, it would be a waste of product to cover my entire face in the makeup itself, so I'm just mapping out where I'm going to want to actually put it. Taking some tissues, I'm going to be peeling them apart. This is going to make the tissue thinner, and you want to rip off all of the edges and make them wrinkled and uneven, because if you have a straight edge in this kind of makeup, it is going to be very, very noticeable, so you just want to tear them apart. I'm also going to be ripping up the edges of my sponge as well. Taking my bentonite clear latex, I'm going to be stippling that all over the places that I'm going to be wanting to add the tissue. I like to work in small areas instead of adding latex everywhere and not being able to apply it all before it dries. So you're just going to be applying it, building up the latex, applying it, building up the latex, and just repeating that process over and over again. Because I wanted my mummy to have different textures going on, I'm unrolling some cotton and I'm going to be stippling that on top of the tissue as well. This is going to break it up and make the decay look a lot more realistic. And so once again, you're just going to be repeating this process over and over, applying cotton in certain areas and then allowing some tissue to be peeking through in others until basically you're starting to look like the Phantom of the Opera. And if you are worried about potentially ripping out your eyebrows, go ahead and apply some Vaseline on them, or feel free to cover them up using the glue stick method or just covering them up with tissue so that you won't get any latex on them, because you don't want to get this in any form of hair whatsoever. Also, if you happen to have sensitive skin and you're worried that once you take off this latex safely, your skin is going to be somewhat irritated, feel free to add a layer of Skin Saver moisturizer before you begin the process of applying latex to your face. Taking some ground coffee, we're then going to deepen the decay even more, sprinkling and stippling this onto our face and just spreading it around just to add some more texture to this look. You're also going to be adding cotton and tissue over it just so it looks more uneven and unnatural. Taking my Skin Illustrator Flesh Palette, I'm going to be taking these brown colors, really filling them up with alcohol so they're more liquefied, and just letting that color seep into all of the cracks in this makeup. This is really going to add more definition in the crevices of the latex and cotton. You are going to want to be more careful around the eye area. If you have very sensitive eyes, I would recommend only using some body paint or rubber mask grease paint, just so that you don't irritate or possibly get alcohol in your eyes. Taking my Morphe 35B palette, I'm going to be taking my black eyeshadow and just spreading this around my eyes messily. Once again, this is mostly going to be covered with the gauze, so you can just spread it, make it look like your eyes are sunken in and that you really don't have any eyes to begin with. Next, I'm going to be taking my Graftobian Pro Paint in Fuzzy Bear Brown and just applying this to all of the areas that my natural flesh is showing. Once again, the gauze is going to be covering most of this up, but it is going to be very noticeable if you have fleshy pink looking skin, where typically it should be black and decaying. Speaking of black and decaying, we're going to be taking our Maryland Paradise paint in black and just applying that with a sponge all over this makeup just to blend our alcohol paints with our body paints. And you're also going to be bringing your body paints down to your chest as well. Taking my Maryland Paradise paint in yellow, I'm going to be applying this to my gauze just to make it look all stingy and gross. If I had time, I would have definitely stained them with tea bags, but I did not, so I just applied it all over, making it look dirty and old. And I'm leaving this portion in just if you're having trouble wrapping your head, because it can be difficult, then you can watch me do it here. Also, is it just me, or does this makeup make me look like a sloth? And that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below what video you'd like to see next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my Halloween videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Did you get it all taped?
I did.
Very cool. Are you happy with it?
I am.